Why green flags can feel boring after divorce, what they don't tell you. In this video, I'm going to help you understand why green flags can feel really boring after divorce, how to recognise them, and what they may actually feel like in your body so that you don't miss them when you're dating again. When you start dating again after divorce, you might find yourself feeling confused and your match seems steady and they seem respectful. They're not rushing you and they're not creating drama. But something in you starts second guessing. And you might think, well, I'm just not feeling it. Or this feels a bit boring. Or there's no spark. Where's the chemistry? But what if you're missing the chemistry of chaos from older toxic relationships? Hello, I'm Sarah. Welcome to my channel. And if this feels like you, I want you to know that there is nothing wrong with you. I see this so often with women after divorce, especially after emotionally unhealthy relationships. And they question themselves because they're unsure what healthy love is even meant to look like or feel like. And this is me too, especially after my divorce. So let's get into it. If you are recovering from an emotionally difficult relationship, your nervous system may have become used to intensity and unpredictability. Living on an emotional roller coaster has become your normal. It's become familiar for you. So when dating feels calm, steady, or less dramatic, it can feel a bit strange, and sometimes unfamiliar gets mistaken for boring. These may actually be early green flags because they are quieter and we can dismiss them more easily. However, I want to also mention red flags. They are different. Red flags often show up quickly, and sometimes they're really loud. Too much too soon, too much pressure, inconsistency, love bombing, big promises before trust has been built, and a sense that you're being pulled into something faster than you can keep up with. They can leave your body feeling tingly, activated, or even full of butterflies, and sometimes that gets mistaken for chemistry or spark or attraction. And of course, red flags are not always easy to spot. So what is obvious to one person may be another person's blind spot, especially if it touches an old wound that hasn't been healed. So that is why self-healing and self-trust matter so much when you're dating after divorce. And I'm going to talk more about that in another video on this channel. But once you begin learning what to look for, red flags often have a certain urgency about them. They tend to appear very early in the dating experience. And sadly, as many of us know to our cost, they often get bigger and bigger as the connection develops. Now, let's just talk about green flags because they are different. Green flags usually reveal themselves quietly over time. They may even get overlooked at the beginning because they are so subtle. And they don't always arrive with fireworks. They don't always create butterflies or activate that familiar chemistry you once confused with connection. And this is where it can be useful to remember your previous relationship. What did that chemistry feel like? Was it peaceful? Was it steady? Was it safe? Or did it feel exciting because it was uncertain, intense, or just emotionally consuming? That's really useful data for you. So green flags are often shown through consistency over time. So someone does what they say they will do. They respect your pace. They don't push back when you have boundaries. And they accept your no. They don't need to invade your life quickly to prove that they care. They are interested in who you are, not just what you can give them, and they make room for you to feel like yourself. And that can feel very different if your previous relationship trained you to associate love with effort, vigilance, putting someone else first, or just plain emotional survival. So this is why green flag dating can sometimes feel flat or even elusive at first. Not because anything is wrong, but because your system may be used to scanning for danger, managing someone else's moods, or waiting for the next emotional shift. Your survival system may not have fully learned that it's safe to turn off yet. So when someone is emotionally steady, there may be less for your nervous system to do. There's no crisis, nobody's approval to chase, no emotional dilemma to untangle, no roller coaster, no confusion. But maybe it's not connection that is missing. Maybe what is missing is the chemistry of chaos. Maybe what is missing is the pull of danger, uncertainty and threat. That is a very important distinction. So now let's get into the slow burn and how that shows up with green flags. Healthy connection often grows over time, and it's often a really slow burn. It may feel quieter, slower, more relaxed and less dramatic. And you may notice that you feel more settled after seeing them. You may notice that you feel calmer and that you can still feel like yourself. It might even feel like relief. And these are not small things, these are really subtle, but they're significant. And one of the ways you spot green flags is by noticing how you feel and not dismissing it. No more overriding the feels. Your body is communicating with you. I like to say that your body acts as your wingwoman. It knows how you are feeling, often before your mind has fully caught up. So tune in and feel in. Ask yourself, what's my body trying to tell me here? If you have experienced an unhealthy relationship, it's really important to hear what comes next. So after divorce, especially after a difficult or emotionally unhealthy relationship, your body may need time to learn the difference between intensity and intimacy. Intensity can feel powerful, and it feels magnetic and feels like pressure, and it can feel like something is really happening. But intensity isn't the same as intimacy. Intimacy is built through emotional safety, trust, respect, time and consistency. That's the slow burning effect. It's not built through confusion, anxiety or needing to prove your worth. So if you are dating someone who feels calm, don't immediately dismiss that as boring. And equally, don't force yourself to like someone just because they seem good on paper. And it's not just about being nice either, because that can be faked easily with words and performative actions. This is not about talking yourself into attraction. It's about giving yourself enough time and space to discern clearly how you feel. So I'll talk about that and how it will help you feel more confident when you're dating after divorce. Understanding how you feel in your body is absolutely key. Many of us have learned to disregard our own feelings, but dating after divorce is a time to bring those feelings back online. So ask yourself, do I feel respected? Am I feeling emotionally safe? Do they accept my boundaries? Do I feel more like myself around them? And is there consistency between words and actions? Do I feel able to go slowly? Does my body feel calmer over time or more tense? So green flags provide the emotional space for true connection to grow over time. One of the biggest mistakes women can make after divorce is expecting healthy love to feel exactly like the old pattern, just with a better person. But healthy love often feels different because it is different. Let me explain how. So it's like comparing fizzy cola with water. They're just not the same thing. Fizzy Cola gives you the instant hit. It's sweet, fizzy, stimulating and addictive. It's inherently bad for you. But water is what actually nourishes you. It's inherently good for you. Healthy connection may feel steadier, quieter and more nourishing. But if your system is used to the instant hit of Fizzy Cola, water may not seem very special at first. That doesn't mean it hasn't anything to offer. It may mean that your body is learning a different kind of expression of connection. So maybe your job isn't to rush the process. Maybe it's to slow down enough to notice the subtle signs in how your body responds. So dating after divorce isn't just about finding someone new. It's about learning to trust yourself again. You're becoming a woman who can listen to her body, who can feel the feels and recognise the old patterns. Notice the difference between intensity and intimacy and learn what safe connection feels like. So give yourself permission to go slowly. Just take your own sweet time. You don't have to override your instincts or intuition. Let green flags reveal themselves over time. Notice consistency. Expect respect. Notice emotional steadiness and sense how you feel in your own body. And ask yourself, is this the familiar chemistry of chaos, or is it what safety feels like? Because successful dating does not require you to abandon yourself. And after our toxic divorce, that matters to us more than anything. It can become an extension of your healing. If this video resonated with you, I've created a free dating guide to help you begin rebuilding your confidence and self-trust as you think about dating again after divorce. You'll find the link below, and you're also very welcome to join my free Facebook group where I support women in midlife as they heal, rebuild and begin to feel ready for life and love again. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.